how to create the first ASP.NET Core 1.0 MVC application. So let's get started. The first MVC application. Now I would like to tell you something about MVC, how the structure of MVC is. Firstly, we are going to create a controller in this application, and then we'll create a model. At last, we're gonna create a MVC view page. Let me explain you what is MVC and how it works. Now, MVC stands for Model, View and Controller, as you all know, and let me explain you what the controller, model and view works, how they works. So controller is used to handle all incoming browser and user requests. When the user request or the browser when the user requests for something to a browser, that request is going to be handled by the controller, and the incoming browser request will also be handled by the controller class. And model represents your application data. It holds all your business logic of your application, and view displays or show data on the web page. It is used to display the data to the users. So these are some basic functionalities of MVC app. So let's explore this in the further section of the video. Let's code now. Now let's jump into the Visual Studio and let's see how we can create controller, model and view. So this is the basic MVC application, ASP.NET Core 1.0 MVC app. In this app, I'm gonna create a controller first. As you can see here, this is the controllers part. So this is the controller folder. We need to create a controller here. Just right click on this folder and add new item. As you can see here, home controller is also available in that folder. Let's create another controller called demo controller. You might be wondering why I am giving controller along with demo. So let me clear this point here. We need to take controller. If we are giving the name of a controller, we need to align or we need to merge the name controller with the controller name because of the naming convention. It's a naming convention, you need to follow this. Let's add this. In that demo controller, one action method will be there. Yeah, you can see here, index method. This is the action method. This demo controller is being inherited from controller base class. This is the main class for all controllers. This is the controller and this is inherited from controller class, and inside this controller you can see here index action method, and inside this index action method it is returning a view. It represents or it displays the index view page on the browser. So this method is inherited from iActionResult interface. As you can see here, when you hover on this iActionResult, you can see it defines a contract that represents the result of an action method. It represents the result of an action method. This is the view method, means I am returning the view of the page. You can do other things like you can redirect to another page, or you can redirect to some other action as well. Redirect to action, redirect to action. You can see here, just you need to give the name of that action inside this quotations. So in my case I am giving view just because I want to display the view of this index page. And you also have noticed that inside this controller class we are getting the index action method by default, just because every web application first runs or first displays the index page. So this is the reason the controller class is consists of index method already. So this part is the controller part. Now I would like to show you how to create a model in MVC application. Go to the Solution Explorer, and the model folder is not available in this application, so we need to create that by clicking the source, then add new, no, not new, we need to create a new folder. Hop to the Solution Explorer and right click this bank app, add new folder. You can see here, give model. Yeah, this is the model folder. Inside this, I'm gonna rename this model to models. Inside this model folder I would like to add my model. Let's add that model. You can see here, class model. Model is just a class. It represents your application data. I have said already this point in my previous videos. If you forgot to watch my previous videos, then be sure and watch my previous videos like Introduction to ASP.NET Core, MVC, and lot more stuff about Entity Framework Core as well. So I'm gonna give my model name as contact, or you can give details. Inside this model I would like to create some properties like I have already shown this feature in my previous videos of how to create properties. What is the shortcut of creating properties in a model? Just you need to type prop and double tap. Yeah, you can create this. Let's name this property as name. Let's create another property called email. Let's create another property called contact. Save this and hop to the controller part. Now I would like to access that model, that details model in my controller action. This is the index action method, so I want to access that detail model. So type details here, detail equals to new details. It is showing error just because we have to insert, or we have to include the using statement of the for the model folders. You can see here the yellow bulb is displaying here. Click that yellow bulb and include the using statement. You can see here using bank app dot models. We need to include that using statement. So the error is gone now. Let's give property names here like name equals to John, comma, email equals to, let's give john@gmail.com, comma, contact equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have created the object for details model, and we have also assigned the variables, or we have also assigned data to the properties of model. So now I would like to display this model object, this details object, in our view. So you need to pass that details object inside this view method, and you have to create your view. Let's hop to the solution explorer now. Click the views section, add new folder called demo. You might be wondering why I am creating this new folder called demo. Just because we have created this action method inside the demo controller class, so we need to give the demo view folder. We need to follow the naming convention here. The controller name and the view name should be matched, should be similar. It's a naming convention. I have created demo view folder successfully, and now I am gonna create view page inside this demo folder. Right click on this folder, add new item, click ASP.NET here, select MVC view page. You can see here the extension is CSHTML, just because it's a Razor view page. It represents Razor view page. CSHTML represents Razor view page. Now I would like to give details.cshtml. My view page is details.cshtml. You can see here already this file consists @ symbol. @ symbol represents Razor. It's a part of Razor. It represents Razor. Now I would like to call my model here, that is details model. Just you need to give @bankapp.models.details. That's it. Now you can use this model inside your view page to access those properties like name, email and contact, which we have created in the details model. Let's take a div container here, class container. It's a bootstrap class. I have already shown this part in my previous videos like introduction to bootstrap 3. Don't forget to watch that videos. And inside this I would like to take another div tag. Inside this div tag, let's take class as row. It is showing some error here just because we have given the folder name as model. It should be model. Models details. @bankapp dot, it is not showing. We have to rename this folder to models. Bankapp dot models dot it is not displaying the model folder here. We haven't saved this, I think so. Let's give the application name bankapp.node Now it is displaying models dot details. Details the model. Details slash a semicolon, not semicolon. Inside this row I would like to display h1 tag, and inside this I would like to say my name is @ now I am using Razor. @ symbol represents Razor. It is a part of Razor engine. Model. Oh, I am doing some mistake here. The error is gone now. We need to, what I was doing here is I was not including the model part. This is the model name. This is the model variable. Using this we can access the details model. @ model bank app. This is the application name. You can see here bank app dot model folder models. Inside this models we have only one model, that is details. Now I would like to display the name of that name property of the model here in this h1 tag. Hey, my name is @name @model dot name. You can see here, hey, my name is @model dot name. This model, using this model we can access the name inside this model class. Here you can see we have created a name property, and now I would like to display email address. My email address is @model dot. You can see here the IntelliSense. It's a beautiful and the wonderful feature of ASP.NET. Actually, this is the feature of Visual Studio. It gives IntelliSense. From that you can select email property. Below this line I would like to display the contact number. Call me on @model dot contact. So let's save this application and let's run this application using IIS Express. It's a local host web server which is used by Visual Studio to run the web applications or to run the applications on a local host machine. So this was the part of creating model, view and controller and getting started with the basic MVC app. If you are a fresher, if you are a beginner, then do follow my steps to create a basic MVC application, and hope you understand the basic structure or the basic architecture of MVC application. It is running on localhost port number 55382. You can see here I would like to give my controller name /details. We need to give controller name and action name, index, demo and index. Demo index. I did one mistake here. While I was creating the view page, I have given the name of the view page as details, but in my controller I have given index, so it will not work. We need to rename the details view page here to the index. Now it will work. Let's run this application again and let's see it will work or not. Let's give the controller name demo index action method. Hit enter, then this application will be redirected to the index view page. You can see here, this is the footer part which I have given in my layout. This is the layout of the entire web app. You can set up your basic things which you are going to access in your entire web application. So for that you need to give something inside this layout.cshtml. It represents the layout structure for your web app. So you can see here my name is John, which I have given in my controller, and my email address john@gmail.com and the contact number. Hope you understand the MVC application architecture and how to create your first MVC app. So please subscribe my channel and like my videos. Don't forget to drop your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video.